Hey, what is up, our one singular viewer of last year? If you were watching these, thank you. You know you don't have to, right? But we do appreciate it. I just wanted to pop on here and say a few things right before episode 15 starts. One, look at Fergie, she's so cute. Second of all, I think Andre muted his mic in this episode, and so I had to use like the audio from the little camera, and it is terrible. So I'm doing everything I can to enhance it, and it sounds really funny. So at least just watch a little bit, because I'm sure you're gonna be laughing at how weird he sounds. Oh well, live and learn, right? And then number 3, if you're an OG and you watched episode 1, you might remember we talked about possibly selling a shirt. I think we're still gonna try to do it. I'm not expecting to sell any shirts, because honestly, if I saw somebody doing this, would I buy a shirt? I don't know. But if you want to, it's there. But that's about it. Thank you again, and here's episode 15.
Hello. Welcome to the podcast, the last year podcast of Goals. And today we'll be talking about various subjects. And please, if you have anything in the comments, please let us know anything you'd like us to talk about the next podcast. Even though you'll probably see those comments third year or already made the next podcast. But please, type in comments.
Yeah, honestly, that's one of the biggest tragedies of this entire show. Yeah, honestly, that's one of the biggest tragedies of this entire show. Like, I wish we could, like, provide some value to these people. And, like, the more I think about it, the more I think there's probably nobody watching this. Like, I don't know, would you watch, if somebody made a podcast like this that you didn't know, would you watch it?
Probably not, but I still think, like, if I was some random person, maybe that would be interesting to me to watch some person I don't know.
Yeah.
That isn't like famous or anything.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it would be, because it's like fun to just see somebody's life, you know, a little bit. I think that's why people are interested in watching vlogs, like, because you get to see, like, just what's going on, like, from a different perspective. I think that's fun. So I was thinking for this episode, we should try to make it like a do not laugh challenge, where, like, we're not allowed to laugh. Okay. So, how's your week been? What have you done?
It's been alright. I started off by, yeah.
Alright, that's 1-0. 1-0.
I started off the week I started by writing what I was going to do every day, but after the first day, the second day, I really was not feeling it. Like, I just did not want to.
That's fair.
And because I don't know, it wasn't like a fun day. Mentally, wasn't feeling too great. So but now I wish I kept it up. But let me see. I might have the first day. See, yeah, it's just the amount of stuff like the average person does in a day. It's like awesome to be back, and it just makes you grateful to, like, be alive. And all the interesting, diverse things you can do throughout the day.
Yeah.
The little things when you're doing them during the day that don't seem like a lot, but when you're reading them back, like, pretty, like, precious moments and stuff. So, let's see. Sunday, December 23rd. That was the day after we recorded the last podcast.
Okay.
I went to Uptown to meet Christian for the first time.
Oh, cool.
Back this break. I helped him shop for a gift that he was getting for Katya. And I showed him the car for the first time. And
what do you think?
he thought it was awesome. He got a little mad at me the way I was driving it, because apparently I wasn't driving it hard enough.
What? Okay.
So I pushed the RPMs higher probably than I had before.
And you think that's, like, good for the car?
Krishan, that's what I was saying. Like, I feel like it's probably not, and, like, it probably puts more strain on the engine, and, like, not great, like, gas economy and stuff. But Krishan was saying, like, this type of car is, like, it's actually better if you, like, push the RPMs higher. So lately I've been doing that, and, like, it gets you going faster. So, like, accelerating faster and stuff.
Okay.
And then we went to Raising Cane's, and the cashier, like, as soon as Krishan ordered, like, the whole, like, system, like, broke. So we were waiting, and she called someone over to help with the cashier, and then And then eventually, like, her boss came over and she was like, "You're all good. Your order went through." And Christian was like, he was like, "Okay." And like, your order went through. I wasn't sure. And then like, you got charged. They're like, "We're gonna restart the machine, but your order went through." And so we ate, and then we ended up just leaving. So
You didn't get the food?
no, we got the food.
Oh, okay.
But I don't even know if they ended up charging Christian or not. I'd have to ask him.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah. I hope not.
So then we checked out the Windrock Plaza thing, like with all the lights and stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought it was cool. I feel like in the video I watched of yours where you went there,
Yeah.
it seemed a lot bigger and like more, I don't know, more detailed than it actually was. Like
Interesting.
when we got there, I could tell it was just sort of like a set area that they didn't have anything planned to build there. They were like, let's build it with something. So they like just put some turf there, like put like a temporary fence.
Nah. I totally just.
No, I think it was cool, but like that's
The vibe you got?
made it seem a lot more like a whole area,
That's kind of cool.
like a permanent thing. This seemed a little more like temporary, like so like a season of like Fortnite area. Or something.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, like a little event or something.
So we talked about a lot of stuff, walked around there, and then I came home, my family watched like the SNL skits, and we watched the first episode of the Benedict Cumberbatch Sherlock Holmes series, and then had some graduation cake, showered, and bed.
Nice. That sounds like a good day. But it wasn't like the most enjoyable for you?
No, the next day.
Oh, okay.
So I just decided not to. Just gave up on it.
Okay, I see.
Maybe I'll start again this week.
Yeah. I also noticed like when you got here, you were recording some stuff, and I know that you talked about maybe vlogging a little bit. Is that what's going on here?
Oh, perhaps.
Cool. You're just kind of seeing what happens? Cool.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool if like at the end of the year, like you just show me like 50 vlogs that you've made, and like I had no idea, and you just post them all at once. Like that'd be so fun to watch.
True.
So fingers crossed.
All right.
It's weird, like trying not to laugh, like because I feel like it's such a just like easy thing to do to like, I don't know.
I probably chuckled multiple times while I was saying all that. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So does that count? Like just like a breathing out?
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think so.
All right.
Like I think I could smile, and I think I could be like,
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
okay, cool. The year's almost over. Today is what, December 28th, I think? So we only have a few more days until 2025. Do you have any like thoughts about that? Like, yeah, or is there, I want to know, what's the thing that you're the happiest that you did in this last year?
I think what was my first time traveling alone, like to visit my brother.
Oh
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Fun. And I vlogged during that, which was also fun. And so I think that was. Oh, also going to see the USA basketball team with my mom. That's got to be up there.
That sounded so cool. Yeah.
And like at first, not like a huge thing. Like I had a lot of money saved up, but I did pay for like my mom and I's ticket. Which
I think that's so cool. Yeah.
and, those weren't cheap, but so that felt pretty good to do. Even though my mom like at first like insisted that I not pay for it, and she didn't want to, and my dad also didn't want me to, but it was cool to be able to do that.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. Like, I think that's awesome.
And then like this is pretty cool. We're doing this.
Yeah.
What about you?
I would say same, like with this, like I'm glad that we started doing it. Yeah, Yeah, I still feel mixed about it because like it's fun for me and I think it's fun for you, but I do feel guilty that it's not probably providing much value for like anybody. That's like my one little thing. But the good thing is that we're 3 months in or so, so we still have like 9 months where I could try to make it better, you know.
Probably doing this for a whole year.
Yeah, that was kind of that's what I was thinking, and I still like that idea. And I do think it's kind of funny that on the last podcast, that's if I'm understanding right, Andre Kahn, the co-host of last year, did not understand that each episode is coming out a year after we filmed them. Is that right?
I definitely knew that before. I think I just like got it mixed in my head.
Okay.
Because like the concept, it's like sort of easy to get confused about it. Like I thought for some reason I thought we were like not going to watch them for a year.
Okay.
But you were.
That would be fun too.
But
that's a cool idea too, because then it's like you're really not influenced by everybody's random comments and stuff.
Well, I'm probably not going to watch it for a year because I don't have access to it.
Yeah, and I won't really, like, I watch them when I'm, like, editing them, but besides that, I'm trying to just wait a whole year.
It's funny, like, I don't have any jobs with the production of this, so I just come talk for, like, 2 hours every week and then leave.
Yeah, honestly, that sounds pretty chill. Like, yeah, I was thinking about this. Like, I feel like one of the coolest people to be on the planet is probably one of Mr. Beast's friends, because, like, they probably have some responsibility, but for the most part, it seems like they just get to, like, goof off and, like, experience things that most people will never experience, like, firsthand. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, and so I feel like this is maybe similar to that feeling of being a background character in a vlog, like, where you kind of just show up and, like, but, I mean, you are putting in the time and you're driving over here every single week, and so, not funny. Did not laugh.
Yes, I agree. I think I definitely have you, though, because I think you've probably driven to my house still more times than I've driven across town to your house.
That might be true.
Probably. So, I don't feel too bad about it.
That's good.
It is quite the commute.
Yeah, it is. That's like a whole hour. I don't care if I laugh or not, honestly. Okay. But I think you've laughed more than me, so I'm still winning. So.
And are you counting all the chuckles that I've chuckled? Alright.
I mean, like, could you give me a chuckle real quick? Like that? Yeah, I think that counts. Okay. Does that count?
I don't know. It's up to you.
All right. We'll let the fans at home decide.
That will be the last time I ever chuckle on this podcast. Can you think of anything else that we did this week that you did?
Yeah. Wow, I'm impressed with this. That was good. I don't know how you held that in. Well, just yesterday, we met up with Emiliano and Luke Rubal. Shout out to both of you. And we went to Mario's and got like the biggest pizza on the planet. Biggest pizza on the planet. And that was really good, and that was fun. When you left, we just stood there for like 10 minutes, or not even 10 minutes, and then left. So, yeah. How was the party? You went to like a party, right?
Yeah, it was fun.
That's good.
It was a lot less like people than I thought. It was just my family.
It was just 3 people.
It was just my family and then like 2 family friends.
That's cool.
Uh-huh.
And where was it? Like downtown or central or something?
It was at their house.
Oh, okay. And what was it for, if you don't mind me asking?
I think when they were telling us about it, like ago or whatever. I think they're saying it was supposed to be something related to Easter, but there's really nothing to do with Easter. I don't know if it is Easter or not.
I don't think Easter's until like April or something.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just to be nice.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I might not even be right about that, but I think April sounds right. Or February or something. Or March maybe. Let's see. I took some notes this week, and again, I think it sounds so fun to me where like I take notes and you take notes and then we combine it at the beginning of the episode. I think that sounds like awesome. So, okay, this is the first thing that I wrote down this week. Win, win, win with 4 huskies powering your house. So here's the idea. So have you ever heard of a dog treadmill? Okay, well it's basically a treadmill but for a dog. And like the nicest ones, well yeah, we started talking about this because Fergie has a ridiculous like unlimited amount of energy, and for a long time I've been thinking like she needs a treadmill. Like that would be like, to me that'd be so awesome to just watch her like sprint on that thing for like hours. And so yeah, I started looking it up and I found that the best ones are the ones where they run and it just like it's like the ones at UNM where it's like curved so you can really sprint. You could go like way faster than the motorized ones. And yeah, and then somehow I think my mom said something about like if we could like hook it up to like a generator or something, like imagine all the power that we generate. And so then I'm thinking like I feel like it is a win-win-win situation. It's a win for the people, a win for the dogs, and a win for the planet. If like, let's say you just bought like 4 huskies or something with like a ridiculous amount of energy, got them these treadmills, they power your house, they tire themselves out, they have fun. You end up like, I don't know. I just feel like is that even better for the planet?
Yeah.
Okay, why?
Or not using like
Yeah, that's
producing electricity in a like clean way.
yeah, like wind turbines and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I think why not?
Yeah. That's a good
And
idea.
and you're like adopting 4 dogs that maybe would have been killed otherwise.
Are you purely using them for energy production, or are they also like pets? Okay.
JK.
Okay.
JK again.
Okay.
Nah, I'm just playing with you.
Okay.
So let's see. What else we got?
Yeah, I didn't write anything down.
Oh, okay. I think this is a fun topic. You know what's crazy? Like, I think I could literally get this close, and you could probably still see like most of my body. Like that's how wide the lens is. Like we are microscopic. We're like
Wow. Yeah, that's like a sports lens or whatever, right? Sports.
yeah, something like that. Yeah. I think it is. I think it was called like action camera. It's something like that. GoPro knockoff. It was funny, like in the last episode, or I don't know if funny is the right word, but when we were like pitching the chapstick or whatever, like when we were getting like this close, like it made it look so much cooler because like we take up a lot more of the screen.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, chapstick. Don't get me started. The total rubbish. Boulder Dash.
Boulder Dash?
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
It's
Is that a term?
yes.
It means like rubbish?
I don't. It might actually be more of like an explanation of like.
Boulder Dash.
No, like yeah, like I'm calling that I guess BS. Boulder Dash.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
But,
BS.
Yeah, chapstick. Since the podcast, my lips were very chapped last podcast. Everyone.
Yeah, why don't we take a close look?
If you remember, I said they were painful, and they were. And it saddens me to see what you just did to your own lips there. Because I haven't used chapstick in a week, and they've healed themselves. They're not chapped.
Hmm.
And they became chapped when I started using, I decided to try it.
And how long ago was this?
The horrible consequences of chapstick, you can't quantify.
Give me a rough estimate.
It was probably like, I would guess 2 weeks ago.
Ladies and gentlemen, this
When I
man
made
is a
the horrible
fraud.
decision.
This man is a fraud. Just kidding. I thought you were going to say like 3 years or something.
No.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah, so it was probably 2 weeks ago. Wait, when I last used chapstick?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's because
Okay.
that's why they became chapstick
Yeah.
the first time in like 15 years.
I did not expect that to add up in the slightest.
And even my own flesh and blood, my mom was using chapstick last night, and it saddened me. It's horrible.
That's funny.
Unmarked chapstick chap.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you should try it. Like, just stop using it.
Like, I could, but like, is there any downside to using it?
Like, literally makes your lips chapped.
Okay, but then just use more. Like I get it. Like, let's say you're addicted to heroin. Like, sure, if you just keep using it, like that'll kind of like you'll temporarily like feel better and whatever. But it is like seriously affecting your health. You know.
It's the same with chapstick.
Prove it.
There's probably long-term consequences. You know,
There
there's
might be.
gonna be a point in your life when the chapstick industry is gonna be taken down by me, and you're gonna need your fix.
I'd like to see you try.
You're gonna be
Itching
looking
for more.
Yeah, you're looking through the streets and just trying to find chapstick in the drains and stuff.
I'll find it. I'll stash. Like, you know how long it takes me to go through one chapstick? Ages. Like probably 5 months, 6 months.
That's the only rationale for addicts. They think they got unlimited chapstick. It lasts for so long and it doesn't cost much. That's how they get you.
Yeah, it is. And I admit, they got me. Hook, line, and sinker, baby. I love this stuff. I can't
For a while,
get
I
enough.
thought maybe I wasn't taking care of my lips, and I decided I'm gonna try chapstick to see. I know people that use it regularly, but no, that's the one thing I understand. Chapstick is a scam.
I think you're wrong on that, buddy.
No,
I think you're wrong on that, bud.
like my lips have never felt better. And it's all because
At this
of
moment.
chapstick. Yeah, I gave myself like a week to heal.
Yeah.
Natural process to heal.
Huh.
And yeah, so amazing. I bet yours probably still, although the temporary soothing of this chapstick is on there right now,
Mm-hmm.
I bet the pain is still...
Still unbearable. Yeah. So I think that while it will always be possible to break out in social media, I think that we're still in like the extreme baby phase, like pure baby phase of the internet. Like think about it. YouTube's only been around for less than 20 years, and people are still like think of how, like, at the beginning nobody knew anything about how to make a good YouTube video. Like, the people who did already know how to make a good news article, compelling like headline, like a straight up documentary, whatever, those people weren't on YouTube. So now it's like the skill has gone way up. It's only going to continue to go way up. And yeah, and so I guess I just feel very like happy to be alive right now, and because it's just going to get more difficult. Think about it. Like Ryan Trahan right now, he has no real competition like in his exact niche. Like, can you name a single person who's doing the same stuff that he's doing? And like, I'm sure 5 years down the line, maybe a little more, but like, there's probably going to be like 5 or 6 people that are like right at his level doing this like similar stuff, but in their own unique way. And then like 30 years down the line, like it's going to be like so many people. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I can see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, you think it's just going to become more and more people are going to start
I think it's,
realizing how to make good YouTube videos.
yeah, it'll become more and more saturated, like with just more people. And so I think it's just so cool, like, that we are where we are right now, and that we could continue to like watch it develop and stuff. Because yeah, like I'd say Mr. Beast is pretty much completely in a realm of his own, like, but that won't last forever. Like, I'm sure eventually he'll fall off, or other people will just get up to his level.
Really?
I do think so. Do you think otherwise?
I don't know. I feel like it's hard to say.
That's one thing I think we should do way more of on the show is make predictions, not necessarily about ourselves. We could make predictions about ourselves, but I prefer to make predictions about like other stuff. Do you think that anybody will ever pass Mr. Beast in subscribers on YouTube?
Just like unlimited time in the future, or like.
Let's say in the next 100 years.
Yes.
Me too. Maybe. Actually, I don't know. Why do you think yes?
I feel like Mr. Beast has been doing the same thing for quite a while.
But it still works, and nobody's even getting close to as many views. Like, just to put things in perspective, like, I kind of knew this already, but only recently I actually, like, realized Ryan only has, like, 7 videos, or maybe 8 or something, that have over 30 million views, and then he only has, like, 3 over 40 million views. Mr. Beast probably has, if I were to guess, like, 300 videos over 100 million. Like, that, it's like I didn't process, like Ryan's best video of all time has less views than probably, like, yeah, at least 100, 200 videos that Mr. Beast has made, like long form YouTube videos. And it's like Ryan, and that's why I'm saying like we're still in like the baby phase, because like Ryan is absolutely killing it, but like clearly there's such a bigger audience that like he hasn't tapped into.
Yeah, I think with Ryan's videos, like, you sort of have to be into that type of video, but with Mr. Beast, like, who's not into a Mr. Beast video?
Kind of, like, yeah, I mean, they're both like doing their job of like, of first grabbing your attention and then being like, this is why you should watch this. Like, they're both very successful at it. I think like Mr. Beast's stuff, it is more so like you cannot look away. Like, it's because you don't see it anywhere else, and it's like the biggest, the best. But with Ryan's, and I think it's so impressive that he can do this. Like, it's the most like mundane thing that he just can like sensationalize a bit and like make it interesting. But like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. I think, yeah, Ryan does that better than probably anyone that I've seen.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of YouTubers I like that probably have around like 1 million subs, and like, for example, like, have you heard of Liam Thompson?
I have, yeah. Was he the guy that like trained his dog to play Minecraft?
Yeah, he makes like sort of like videos like that where they're just entertaining, like, sort of, but like the concept of the video isn't like necessarily like extremely insane or anything.
Yeah.
But Ryan, yeah, has way more subscribers.
Yeah. He's getting close to 20. I think he's at like 18 something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other YouTubers do you like?
A bunch. I'd say like right now, like the ones that I'm like looking at the most are Ryan Trahan and Marco. Like, and by looking, I mean like I would love to make videos kind of like that. And I think they're both really cool, and like, yeah. Of course, Mr. Beast. There's a lot. Wait, yeah, okay. What's one person that you like watching?
The Stradman. Okay. Store. Yeah. Ryan Trahan, Mr. Beast. Yep. Pick Me.
Oh yeah. I rarely watch his stuff, but it can be good.
Marco.
Oh, I like Corridor Crew or whatever. Like, that's one that I just consistently watch over time. They do like special effects and stuff.
I like Vex.
I like, yeah, Vex is awesome.
I feel like there's just so many. I like Subspace Co.
There's this Bed Heart.
Mm-hmm. That guy's unhinged.
Yeah, those are the main ones I watch. Did you watch Ryan Trahan's newest video?
No, but I really want to. Have you?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to watch it, like, because I I looked at like a ton of the comments. I haven't watched it yet, but the comments were like overwhelmingly positive, and I know they always are on his stuff, but like it was, to me, I was like, okay, this video is gonna be absolutely wild, like.
And why did you say that?
Because, okay, so what I remember, people were saying stuff like basically Ryan deserves like to be where he's at now. Like like we made the right person famous, stuff like that. Like he's just incredible. I saw like some really good stuff. I saw somebody saying like, somebody said something about him like tearing up at the end or something, and I was like, okay, if it's like an emotional one, like I better like watch it. And also I think it's cool that the thumbnail, I don't know if you noticed this, but like it looks like it's just a screenshot like of the video, like, which is not typical for him. Usually he puts a lot of effort into his thumbnails, but it was straight up just like a plain like picture. It looked unedited pretty much, and when I checked, it still had like 7 million views or something, and that's pretty wild.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought it was a good video. I like all his videos.
For some reason, like, yeah, I've always liked his videos. For some reason, I'd say in the last like 8 months or something, I just have not wanted to watch them. Like, I think for me, I maybe it's just that it's so much repetition of like, which, I mean, it works and people enjoy it, but for me, it's just like, I don't want to keep watching you like do this exact same thing, I guess. But I don't know. So I haven't been watching his actually, but they are so good. So yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh yeah, and then I was also gonna add that, yeah, just like how there's like the lack of competition so far, like also Speed is still 19, like one of the top YouTubers, streamers in the world. He's only 19, and like I feel like that's a perfect thing to go along with this, like, yeah, we are in the baby stage of this all, like, and I think it's exciting to me, like, I'm like, there are gonna be people, I think, that will like rise up, like it's just, to me, it's like just bound to happen where somebody is gonna be in like the position to like make videos or whatever, and they have like the insane drive that like Jimmy had, but like they'll just be able to like use everything that's already there, and like I don't know, I just feel like somebody could go even more ham than Mr. Beast, like if they really wanted to, like they could just, yeah, because it's like Jimmy's already spent all this time like learning everything and whatever, think about it, if he was able to figure it out over the course of, I don't know, like 12 years or however long, or maybe more years, without resources, like imagine some other kid who's like 10 today who now, like, he might have the exact same drive to get to where Mr. Beast did, except all the information is already out there, so he could do it like in a fifth of the time and then go 5 times further than Mr. Beast.
Well, would you say that now that the information is already out there about how to like become a successful YouTuber, it's almost harder?
Honestly, I feel like we're still in the Goldilocks zone. I feel like all the information is there, but it's still not like too saturated. Like the people at the top, like it's pretty clear. Like you can name them, like Ryan, Mr. Beast, Logan, KSI, Jake. Like it's honestly, and of course, like there's people all over the world, but the ones at like the top, like PewDiePie, like it's not like there's 1,000 people or 10,000 people with similar like status in mainstream YouTube. So yeah, I do think that at this point in time, like I think it makes it a lot easier for people to blow up and stuff. But I think in like, I don't know, like let's say 10, 20 years, like if YouTube is still as popular as it is today, I feel like then it's going to be a lot harder because, yeah, it's just way more competition. But, yeah. But what do you think? Do you think like that information being out there right now is making it harder?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of that information isn't like insane information.
Like, okay, this is like a cool perspective to hear. Like, could you like explain what you mean? Like, or like, like, could you give me an example of like some information that, yeah, that like you think people think is insane, but you don't think is insane?
Well, since you probably know more about like these YouTube tips that like you should use or whatever, just give me one thing that's like supposed to be.
Yeah, and this is why I'm excited because like I feel like I've gone so deep into this rabbit hole where I wish that I had like taken a survey before I went in to like answer all these questions, because what if I just went down this crazy rabbit hole and everything I learned was already like just common sense, you know? Okay, so let's say, what do you think is the most like important section to put all of your energy into in a YouTube video, if your goal is to get a lot of views?
Section.
Like the beginning of the video, the end of the video, the middle. Yeah, okay, I feel like that's pretty obvious. Let's see.
And you think that's some kind of like piece of information that's only come out in the last few years?
Well, kind of. That's always been like.
I knew that when YouTube first started.
Well, I think the thing is, when YouTube first started, people didn't understand like what it would become and like that you could make a living off of it, and that.
I think that's definitely true.
Yeah, and so it's like only recently did people start like outlining what you need to do to be as efficient as possible and whatever. But like, wait, I forget what I was gonna say. But
I wonder if like, because I mean Jack's studying film. Yeah. And he's learning all these film techniques, which I'm sure are like real and valid and stuff. Mm-hmm. I wonder if, because I mean like, this sort of an interesting discussion about like studying film, studying like YouTube production techniques, all that stuff. Yeah. Is any of that like real? Like if a person just had like a insane budget and they're just using their imagination and they want to make an amazing movie. Yeah. And they've never made a movie before, they've never studied film, they've never gone to school. Okay. Could they make a masterpiece?
Of course. Like, in my opinion, yes. The thing is, it is like important to, let's say you're putting the movie on YouTube, you got to study YouTube a little bit if you want it to perform well. Let's say you want to put it into theaters. If you want to put it into theaters, you also got to study that industry a little bit. Why? Because if you can make the literal golden video, perfect video, you poured literally everything into it, and it could totally flop, because like one of the most important things, if nobody clicks it, they're not going to watch it. If you have like, if it looks like terrible and it's like such a boring title,
it's almost like marketing at that point.
Yeah,
it's not really like video production.
But your question was, would it like succeed, right? Like if somebody made a masterpiece, I feel like you have to like study a little bit of the industry, like either way, because I think like movies come out in theaters and flop today, like even ones that have millions and millions of dollars, like because people just didn't even want to watch it in the first place, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And then like the film might not make any profit because like nobody wants it.
It's all like marketing though.
Okay, but wait, so what's your question?
I was more talking about like, because studying like video production and all these different techniques and stuff, like, if you had no idea what you're doing, but you had a lot of money to make whatever you wanted. Do you think a person can make an amazing thing?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that would do really well? Uh-huh. I think they could if they had a ton of money, because then they could hire people that know all these ins and outs. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm starting to like, at first I was thinking, like I'll be studying like video production and stuff, sort of like, not that like crucial, but I guess, yeah, I can see how it definitely would be. But,
I see what you're saying.
Cameras and mics and
yeah,
choose the right.
Wait, so like But I do see what you're saying, like how, like, let's say your goal was to become like a director, like you want to direct big movies. Like, are you kind of asking, like, is it worth it to go to college? Like, is that what you're saying, or you're asking?
No, I wasn't necessarily what I was trying to say, but I think more what I was trying to, like, because when I heard you saying, like, in the last few years or whatever, like, all this information about making YouTube videos, like,
Yeah.
makes it so much easier for people.
Yeah.
And that would just sort of caught my attention, like,
Okay. Yeah, wait. Why?
special techniques.
Well, it just, there's, I feel like there's like infinite things, but again, like I'm in the perspective of, I don't know if it's actually valuable or not. Like, I think it is, but I really wish that I had like marked like what I know, because it's a paradox, or not a paradox, but it's like I've heard of this before. It's like I forget what it's called, but basically you forget what the average person like doesn't know the more you learn about something, because like to now it's what you know, so you kind of forgot that you didn't know it. Like, yeah, I feel like that applies to anything, like something, because while you feel like you're just a normal person, like somebody on the street like might might look at you and be like, damn, like that dude could read like an entire book if he wanted to. Like, I don't even know what a book is, you know, like, or like that dude can do like mechanical engineering or something, like, yeah. But okay, let's see. So other things, yeah, I just feel like it's so important, like, to like study stuff, okay, wait, so what was your question? Like a piece of information that you think that you wouldn't just naturally know?
Mr. Beast in like the early 2000s or whatever, like 2000. If he knew it, 12 when he was starting.
Yeah, well, yeah, like if he understood clearly that if people don't click, they don't watch, like, for example, that would change everything, because then he'd put all of his effort into making the most intriguing titles, thumbnails in first 30 seconds. He would know to continually, he would open, what's it called, like, curiosity loops, like, because that's what you got to do at the beginning of the video, and then when it starts, you got to like verify with the person that they clicked on the right video, and then once that's happened, you need to quickly, immediately, like, open another hook, basically. So like what Mr. Beast will do,
You think if you don't do any of that, like,
it's not going to perform as well, because
sure.
yes, very sure, like extremely confident. We should like test it or something. That'd be kind of fun to
I
do.
sort of feel like it would do fine, like, if you just try your best to make it an entertaining video.
Yeah, I think it'd do fine, but it's going to do better if you like are very purposeful with keeping people engaged. Like, the more people stay watching your video, like the higher retention, like the more it's going to get pushed to other people, and the more they watch it, the more it's pushed to other people. So like the video I posted recently, I'm very proud of it. Like, I thought it was awesome, the ChatGPT food one. Plus I posted it right after I had a video blow up. So even with that momentum, plus it being something I'm very proud of, it's about at like 1,000 views or something, and it could continue to rise. But like, if I like had really done everything I could to like, yeah, you know, do it, like just some of the stuff I just said, like, it would have performed better. Like, I could definitely make the thumbnail and the title so much better than it is, like, because right now it's like, ChatGPT made me eat this. Like, I think most people would not click that. I probably should have said like, I tried the 5 most random foods I could find at Walmart or something. Something like that would be a little bit more intriguing. But yeah.
Almost like psychology, like you're trying to guess
Very much.
what appeals to a person's brain.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, I've heard Mr. Beast say that like multiple times, like when you're studying what makes a good video, you realize you're just studying human psychology, because yeah, you're just trying to keep somebody interested, basically.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I think there's a lot of information, and I think people are getting better at like compiling the information, and like, I don't know, like there's always more to learn. Like Mr. Beast, for example, he's always like every single video he's learning more, you know. Like I've heard him say before, and I totally believe it. Like I have no doubt that if this dude started a new channel, faceless, he didn't hire anybody, and if he didn't even use any money, I guarantee he'd be like blown up pretty fast because he just understands it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I just sort of like forgot we were on a podcast for a second.
That's cool. That's awesome. I feel like that's wait, like when?
That's probably the last. That's cool.
Wait, just before we move on from that topic, like I don't know. Do you think pretty much everything I said like is just kind of common sense? And like I'm asking it from a standpoint of like I genuinely can't remember. Like,
What do you mean?
like
You can't remember what you said?
no, like I can't remember if is it just obvious that you should be continually hooking a viewer throughout a video? Like,
I don't know. I feel like to me, like I could just sort of. I feel tempted to just take the mindset like you just make a cool video.
that's cool, yeah.
But I guess realistically, like there are like technical things you should do to make it better.
Especially if your goal is to like support yourself financially, because it can totally just be a hobby, you know.
But
If you're trying to live off of it, then yeah, I think you're right. Like realistically, you should probably be like pretty strategic.
yeah, that's interesting. I think it's sort of putting like restrictions on something that sort of feels like it should be fully creative.
I think that's totally up to the person. Like I think if somebody wants it to be a totally creative hobby, like that's awesome. If somebody wants to solely make it a money-making business, I think that's fine as well. I feel like most people fall somewhere in between, or it could shift over time. Like maybe it could be smart to make it more so business, like a little bit more towards like making money, and then once you're making a ton of money, well, if you can support yourself easily, might as well shift it way back to just a hobby. If you don't need more money.
Yeah. I think there's always going to be a point where like someone realizes that a certain type of video they make gets the best like views and retention, and they have to like decide whether to just commit to that or do other stuff they want to do that might not get as many views.
Yeah, I think it's smart to continually experiment a little bit. Like, let's say you find a format that's like baller, like maybe make 3 videos like that, and then one new thing you want to try. And that way, if it doesn't perform well, you could keep doing. You could do 3 more of the ones that work, and then another new thing. You know, so you could keep a variety of like tried and tested, and just other stuff you want to explore.
And how much of the YouTube algorithm do you think is like gambling versus like predicting how many views you're gonna get?
I think it's like the more like knowledgeable you are, I think it's much less gambling, because like the way like subscribers like barely matter nowadays when it comes to who's watching your video, because such a small amount of people like will like use their subscriptions tab and like look through like to find a specific person, because everybody's subscribed to like 1,000 people or whatever. So really, like every single upload that anybody ever does like is largely, if the video thumbnail title isn't good, no, even if it's Mr. Beast, like it's not going to perform as well. Like he'd still get a ridiculous amount of views, obviously, because of who he is, but like it would be like cut in half, because all the people that don't care about him at all would have no reason to watch, basically. So yeah, basically I think it's very largely like not luck.
Yeah, I think the stuff you're saying about the thumbnails is actually facts. Because yeah, that is, if they don't have a reason to click on your video, they won't watch it.
It could be the best video in the world, and they won't want to watch it. Therefore, they won't click on it, and they won't watch it. Yeah. So that's definitely like what I want to focus on the most first, is getting good at like titles and thumbnails, or I could try hiring somebody to like make thumbnails, but I mean, I still have to kind of lead the creative direction of it. So.
Thumbnails aren't that hard to make.
Yeah, but like it does. Yeah, and I do have fun making the thumbnails. Like the ChatGPT one, it was fun. It was also, I feel like I was in a time crunch for some reason. Oh, maybe because the camera was dying or something. And I was gonna go do something, but I'm holding like a frozen patty in the thumbnail of that one, and like it was really cold, so like my fingers were going numb, and like I probably took like 200 pictures or something like that. But I'm so happy with like the 3 that I came up with. So
Yeah. Yeah. And you fully switched over to YouTube or more TikTok?
Like mostly, but I do want to start doing those push-up videos again, actually. But I want to make it a little different. I don't know about this, but I might do like, I just like ask like random people to do push-ups with me, and I say like, if you can do more push-ups than me, I'll give you $1 for every push-up you can do, or something like that. I don't know if that's interesting enough, but I think I should keep doing push-up videos.
Yeah. What was I gonna ask about? Oh yeah. I saw something last night about TikTok being banned soon or something.
Yeah, January 19th or something like that.
That's actually gonna be banned.
I don't think so. I think either way, I want to make a few videos before it you know, gets banned. But I don't think it will be. I think I already heard something like that it's not gonna be or something. Oh yeah, because I thought it was so funny. It was like a quote from Donald Trump that like warmed my heart. It said like, and it was funny. It was posted by like Rap or something, and they post like everything. It's just like a news thing nowadays. But it was in bold text, and it just said, it said, it said like, I think TikTok has a soft spot in my heart, dash Donald Trump. And I was like, or he said like we're gonna take care of it, or are you guys gonna be okay? Or I don't know.
Wasn't he like using TikTok for his campaign a little bit?
Oh yeah, he blew up on TikTok. Yeah.
Funny if he like used it to get elected and then just got rid of it.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Like he definitely, you're right. Like honestly, like that's a good point. Like there's definitely like he has personal stake in it. Like because he probably has like a ton of his followers like on like probably a large percentage of followers that he has in total are on TikTok. So. But I hope it doesn't get banned. Like yeah.
What about the I Show Speed stream or whatever, opening gifts?
Oh yeah. Yeah. So just to recap, because the camera was dead, so I might have said this in animated form, but honestly, I feel bad. I feel like I let them down. Like there might be nobody watching, but I think on the first episode, I'm pretty sure I said like we are going to give away like the shirt that I was wearing. We gave it away, I guess. I guess we could once it's September 21st of 2025, we could check if I said like we're giving it away or if we're giving it away to somebody watching or something.
Oh yeah.
So September 21st.
Oh.
But
I think like where do you think we're gonna be watching that?
where? Okay. God willing, we will both be alive and well, and we'll be together, and we should watch it on a big screen. I don't know how big, but like at least like that big. Yeah, that big.
If you had to guess where would we be watching it?
Honestly, I'd say one of our houses.
Okay.
What do you think? Do you think it'd be in the state? Like, what if like we get drafted?
Let's see. We could, but yeah, I'll probably just be at one of our houses. houses, I would guess. Because that was, supposed to be in college probably.
Yeah. Wait, we should say a few things right now that hopefully someday we could like cut to like, so like let's say I'll be like okay, let's see. Man, I wish I could grow like a 3-foot beard, and then it cuts to me with like a 3-foot beard, and it's like a cool edit, and it's like I'm walking in slow motion and stuff.
Man, I wish my looks would like never change and I look exactly the same.
Okay. Man, I wish I could knock somebody out in a boxing match. Honestly, like that's one of the like I don't know if I want to knock somebody out. Like if I was in a boxing match against somebody that like I really didn't like, then probably. But at the same time, like I don't want to be responsible for like possibly permanently damaging them.
Yeah, that's true. When's the last time you?
I also don't even want a 3-foot beard. Last time I boxed.
Yeah, professionally.
It's been a minute. I think I've never done that. I've barely even done any like sparring or practice or anything, but probably the last thing was with your brother on top of that like cliff while the sun was setting. Put on a sweatshirt. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, wait. So a while ago, like I was asking you guys to send me just like fun videos from this last year. And I'm not sure if you did. I know you sent me a few things, but and maybe I misinterpreted it because I also asked you for videos for the intro of the show. So the stuff you sent me, I put into the intro.
Okay. Just check all your Google accounts.
Okay.
Like all of them. Look at like the stuff I sent you through Google Photos. Cause I think I sent you probably some to like the 122 Bennett or whatever.
Okay.
And then probably some to New York, man.
Yeah. I have a ridiculous amount of Google Drives, and so does this man. Like, because it's free storage. Like,
Yeah, man, it's taking advantage of the kind people at Google because the Apple people are ruthless.
yeah, that's, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, but it still refuses to get Google.
I mean, I don't refuse, but like, I like iPhones, and like the thing is, like, once you're in the Apple ecosystem, it can be kind of hard to get out, like, because like I have so much stuff on like iCloud and stuff. I think like I don't even know. It's probably you could probably transfer it, but I feel like it just sounds like a headache, so I don't even necessarily want to. But again, I like iPhones, so.
And you have a lot in iCloud?
I think.
Photos or videos?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I think I have a ton of photos and videos on my phone. I don't know if I don't think it's all on iCloud. I think iCloud's like a backup. Like,
Yeah, how have you not run like storage?
because this thing is massive. Like, have you seen this? See? Check that puppy out.
But it's not all on there. I'm sure that's like probably 200 some gigabytes, 290.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I don't understand how you have to run it out though.
Well, okay, that's one good thing about Apple, but sometimes it's annoying, is that its photos and videos are compressed into a tiny format where like it's only when you want to watch it that it'll expand or something. So basically each photo that I take takes up such a small amount. Like I have probably like 100,000 photos or something, yet my phone's totally fine and still has space.
Do you ever see that like little exclamation mark thing on your photos that means like your phone doesn't even have enough storage to like display that?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't.
It's ridiculous. I can't believe they do that. Like Google phones, your phone could be maxed out the storage, but you can at least still look at the photos that are on your phone. iPhone, like
That's fair.
they're literally photos on your phone. Your iPhone just doesn't have enough storage to like display them to you.
That's funny. Okay, yeah, this phone is from my uncle. Like, thank you, Uncle Steve, if you're watching this. It's yeah. Wait. So how many gigabytes do you think is on here?
295.
There's more. But it's funny because I have almost exactly 295 gigabytes free. Yeah, which is wild.
730.
512 gigabytes.
Wow, I didn't even know they made iPhones with that much.
Yeah, and this is almost 5 years old. Or this is over 4 years old.
Yeah, and this was his old phone, or he bought it for you?
He bought it for me.
Nice.
Wow. It says I could save up to 56.12 gigabytes just by deleting photos and videos in my messages that like we've sent to each other and stuff.
Wow.
That's funny.
Yeah, I remember with my old iPhone, I was like forced to like delete conversations and stuff.
That's so sad.
Text, like communicate with people.
I'm sorry about that.
But yeah, with this phone, I haven't deleted any text or anything.
Yeah, I've made it such a point in the last, I don't know, 7 or 8 years to not delete text conversations. And like over time, like there will be people that I've texted a ridiculous amount that like for whatever reason deleted it or lost it. And it's like another load onto my back. And it's right now I'm carrying like 10 like lifetime conversations on me.
Wow.
It's crazy. Like I'm sure like from you, a bunch of different people.
And I'd say like the fellas, you, my
Yeah.
brother was like the big one.
Yeah. I definitely, I'd say Josh, like, probably like random people that I was friends with like in middle school that like, yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, my family, the fellas, yeah. Kiss.
It was like a hair that was like falling like this slow. Really cool.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Are you gonna see No Sferatu?
I don't know. Yeah, Jack asked about that because he's going to see it. While I was getting my haircut yesterday, some of the barbers were talking about it. So,
Interesting.
and it sounded like it was good or something.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know yet. Okay, this is one topic that like I was kind of thinking about bringing up. Insecurities. Like I think it's such an interesting topic because I think a lot of times like people don't even notice the things that other people are most insecure about. And I think it's just like a interesting thing. And we kind of talked about this last time with like our postures and stuff.
Yeah, I totally think that's true. Like, insecurities are pretty much just in your own head.
And I also like if you see somebody and you get kind of like secondhand embarrassment or something, I think you are probably projecting your own insecurity. Like let's say you see somebody with like really bad posture.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any time where you should like listen to the haters?
Yeah. When? Bomb you?
Is that a specific time?
Bomb you.
So
Bomb you, bomb you, bomb you, bomb you, bomb you, bomb you. This is giving me flashbacks to the time that we sat right there and I said Johnny Pancakes 10,000 times. Good times.
was that?
That was this year.
Was it?
It was in like January or February.
Okay, that actually makes me feel pretty good. It seems like a long time ago.
Yeah, it really does. Like a year ago, I hadn't stared at a clock for 24 hours. A year ago, I hadn't gone to that Kanye concert. I hadn't driven to Chicago. I hadn't gone to, yeah, I hadn't gone to California twice. Hadn't seen Travis Scott like 3 different times. It's weird because a lot of the stuff at the beginning of the year seems like ages ago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. 3 different times?
I think because I saw him at the really tiny theater that was like, he was like a surprise for Mike Dean. I saw him, yeah, LA at the thingy.
Rolling Loud?
Yeah. And maybe that was it actually. Although at the thing at UNM, I think they played Fiend or something like that. So
Could have been there.
yeah.
Could have been on the stage just singing it, but no one knew he was there.
Yeah.
Is there anything in the near future you're looking forward to?
Nope. Just kidding. That's not true.
I feel like it's one of the most interesting things is like when there's something coming up and like gaining perspective before it happens versus after.
I don't know. Is there something you're excited for?
Yes. My family's going to be going on vacation.
Where at?
The Bahamas.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's very
When are you going?
January 10th. Speaking of, would you like to live at my house for a week and take care of Monet?
Like January 10th? I'm not sure yet. I would have to think about it. I also think there's another person that may be looking for a house sitter. I'm not sure yet, but I'll let you know.
All right.
Yeah. Also, but I feel like Jack might be a good option too.
I asked Jack.
What do you say?
I think he's got plans with his family or something. But I don't even think they're going anywhere. I think it's just in town.
Okay.
Totally. But that's all right.
Yeah, that's all right.
But yeah, Monet just needs like very specific and loving care. She's got a lot of medicine she takes and stuff.
Okay.
And like it'd be best if someone is there, not just like
To check.
not just
Yeah.
checking on her because she just needs like attention.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But maybe Luke all would do it. But he's got like 7 cats of his own.
Yeah, and I think he's done house sitting on the 2nd, so maybe, yeah. Let's see, give me one prediction for something that's gonna happen in the next year in the world.
I think there's going to be a forest fire. And,
I think that's a pretty safe bet.
And let's see.
And you're gonna start it.
And,
You're gonna start it in the Bahamas.
there's going to be a forest fire
In the Bahamas in a week and a half.
New York State.
Okay, that's a little better. How big? Is it gonna
It's going to be like
the entire state?
fairly small.
Okay. Okay. All right, let's see. I'm gonna give you something. I think that
Is it still going?
I think so.
I think Noel Diesel is going to be in a Mr. Beast video.
Who's that again? Wow.
Oh, you don't know.
Cool. It's not Whistling Diesel, is it? Okay. His real name is Noel Diesel. That's cool. Also, I just want to give a shout out to MD Foodie Boys because they're doing the exact same thing we are, but they're like 10 years younger than us. When I first saw it, I was honestly a little bit like embarrassed, like because they're killing it, and I feel like we should have set like a higher bar for ourselves, but also like, yeah, we should, and I shouldn't even be comparing because that's the thief of joy, you know.
But they're not doing it's not like a year thing.
I don't think they're doing that one, but I think they're doing it where there's like 5 of them or something, and it looks fun. Like it's all the boys, and like they're probably like 10 or so years old, and it's really funny. Or maybe they're a little bit older, but they're talking about it's just cool to hear like the perspective of a child, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Christian.
Hey.
Yeah, we're gonna have you on a next episode or one of the next episodes.
Yeah, so you won't actually know what I'm saying about you right now for a year, even though you're gonna be on the next episode. Like,
And yeah, I just thought of this, but yeah, because Christian wanted to do a podcast with me. Like, he texted me about this a while ago. But,
do you think it was before I first brought it up?
oh yeah.
Really? Wait, do you know when I first brought it up? Because I definitely told you like at least a year or two ago.
Not 2 years ago. No.
Maybe a year and a half.
This exact idea, like.
Oh, this exact idea, I told you a week before we started it,
Yeah.
I think. But I brought up the idea of doing a podcast like multiple times before that.
I know Christian's probably mentioned it, like.
Bro, this is news to me. Wait, he should just be on the show permanently. That'd be so
He'd
fun.
probably love to.
Dude. Wait, yeah, you think he could get on the show next episode? Is he in town? Or will he be in town?
He'll probably be in town.
I would love to do that.
I'll be in town.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess I didn't really like ask you. But,
I would love that, yeah. I think we should get more guests, because I feel like that's a way we could provide a little more value. What were you going to say?
yeah, at some point we need to have Christian on the show.
Yeah. I think after this episode, because we had 3 guests on in a row, and I think that after this episode we should just start going ham. Like, I think we need your brother, I think we need your mom, I think we need your dad, I think we need, let's say, we need a lot of people on. Wait, I feel like we had a few other ideas, like, what was the one basketball player that you were taking pictures of? Yeah. I think we could actually get him on. Like, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jack and Sean.
Johnson Jim. Is his name Jack?
Oh yeah. We should definitely. You should approach him. I could get I could get a bunch of people, but I could get.
You're gonna need like 2
all
for
of
Jack.
Yeah, that's true.
Occupy his whole-
But like, I'm not kidding. We should really start getting on this. Like, how about, since I've gotten so far, I think all of the guests, you need to get the next 2.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay, hell yeah. So you got to line one up for next week, and then the week after.
Alright.
Even though you probably won't be here. You probably won't be here the week after. Yeah, literally anybody. It could be a random person on the street. It could be Barack Obama. Whoever you want.
What if it's J. Cole?
I would love it.
Alright.
I say no role models, but I'm here right now.
Other J. Cole.
Oh, if he's, again, God willing, like, I hope that dude is okay. One of these days I should give a whole, like story time on J. Cole, but maybe not today.
Right.
Just for the sake of time.
What is that?
That?
Yeah.
Is that the first time you've seen it?
Maybe I've seen it before.
Okay.
That, my friend, is the Big Ass Calendar. That's literally what it's called. It's a product from Jesse Itzler, and basically it's just the entire 365 days in a year on one page. So the first row is January, February, March, April, all the way to December.
All the days of the year on one page.
Yeah, I could roll it out for you, like, because the boxes aren't that small. Like, I was pretty impressed. Like,
Do you just order this?
Mhm.
Wow.
yeah, I hadn't even used a calendar really until like a month and a half ago, because I was at Alyssa's dorm and they had it, and when I saw it, and I was like, that's smart. Like, I should probably like write down events so that I'm not keeping everything in my brain, and like it made it a lot easier. So I've been using that one, which only has a month, and then I was like, what if I could just do the whole year? Like, that'd be awesome. So, yeah.
And did you get some new headphones?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, my mom got those for me as a gift. They're really awesome because I had been using just the normal Apple earbuds, and now it's the Sennheiser something, and it's super awesome. It's really nice. The thing to plug it in was like way bigger than I thought. It was like the jack or whatever. So I had to get an adapter.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes me, let's see, I think that's like, that sounds awesome for me to just sit back. You get the guest. You make sure. I love it. That'd be fun, just like here on out, like you just get the guests. That's a great idea, Andre. I like it. This is getting me thinking, like let's say, like I'm sure there's an amount of money that like if I offered you, like I'm sure you would happily do that.
Like, oh, do that for the rest of the show?
Yeah. Like I'm sure there is. Like imagine $1. Like I'm sure if I offered you like $10,000, like you'd probably do it.
I probably wouldn't, because I thought it's such a small thing. Like I wouldn't want to take $10,000 from you.
Okay, interesting. So, okay, but like let's say.
I don't know. I feel like people giving me money to do something is just feels ethically wrong.
That's so funny.
Because it's just.
But like that's literally what a job is.
Yes, that's why I've refused every single paycheck.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess like. Yeah,
I could also, I mean, I could probably pay like somebody else to like get guests. Well, honestly, that'd be pretty fun. Like if I had no control over who's just gonna show up one day, that'd be very funny.
Do you want me to tell you who's gonna show up, or should I show up with them?
I don't know. Whatever you want, I guess.
I'll show up with the leader of some terrorist organization.
Al-Qaeda. I would honestly welcome that. Like, I think a conversation is always good to have. Any company is good company.
Is there anything else that happened in the last week you can think of?
Oh, we went to the movie theater, the Guild. I don't, maybe I'd been there as like a baby, but I didn't remember, so that was a really cool experience. It was closed, but Jack works there, so he has the key, and we just went in and like checked everything out and like watched a ton of random stuff on the screen, played Smash Bros. And Mario Kart. That was awesome.
Yeah, you left right before the gun scene.
Really?
If you don't believe me, you
I
feel
don't.
like it was like cringe or whatever, ask Sean. He came and saw that.
Okay.
And you know Sean's not going to tell you, like, they'll be honest, like if it wasn't cool or something.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah.
All right. And no, it was good so far.
I know, like, I remember thinking this, like, the beginning of that movie, I was like, what am I getting myself into?
Uh-huh.
But, yeah. Did you even see any
Lighting?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Okay, you probably saw very limited.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like multiplied by like 100.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is
It's
wild.
insanely impressive. Like,
Also-
not just from like a movie standpoint, but like acrobatically and like the best choreography I've ever seen in any movie.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, I had a question, because, yeah, okay. So I realized that I, like, do this thing, and, like, as of now, like, I don't know, I just hadn't really thought about it, I guess, but, like, I want to get your input, like, if you think this is annoying or not. So, because a lot of times, like, like, let's just think of an example. Like, if you tell me, like, I don't know, like The Crippled Avengers is the highest grossing movie of all time, like, I'd probably say something okay, or no, if you told me that Avatar is one of the highest grossing movies of all time, like the top 5, I'd be like, yeah, like, I think that's right. And then, like, I might, like, look it up to see if it is. Like, is that, like, annoying to you?
No.
Okay, cool.
I think I do that with, like, almost anything.
Me too. And so maybe that's why you don't find it annoying, because we do it, you know, but
I
like,
think most people do.
but like Jack, like, a lot of times when there's something like that, like, he'll get pissed, like, he'll get so heated and, like, call me, like, names and stuff, and like I've never understood why somebody gets so heated over, like, something that doesn't even matter, like a disagreement that's like it's just something I want to know the answer to. Like,
I think Jack does that intentionally, though.
I think so.
It's funny.
Yeah, to an extent, but sometimes, like, I don't feel like he like controls that. Like, I feel like it just kind of happens. But I think he likes to play into it. But okay, just because recently there was something where, like, basically I found out that somebody finds it, like, extremely annoying when I do that, and it had me, like, being like, okay, like, should I not be doing this? But
And you can also just not, like, let them know that's what you're doing.
yeah, exactly, and like, or try to just remember and then do it, like, find out later or something. But it's not like I'm looking stuff up all the time, but it's just like, yeah, I could kind of be, like, fake and make it, like, less awkward and just go along with the conversation, but for me, like, I just want to, like, keep it real. Like, I just want to, and it's not out of, like, I'm trying to annoy you. It's out of, like, I want to know the truth. I just want to know the answer. I'm genuinely intrigued, like, how this happened, or if this is this or something.
Yeah.
I like knowledge.
It's funny because Diego, like, when we're working on math and stuff together, like, he'll tell me how to do a problem or something, and then, like, I'll be like, oh, okay, and I'll just start, like, doing it myself to, like, either, like, do it the way I was really going to do it, or see if I can recreate that.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, do you not trust me?
Yeah. Well, the person that told me this was bringing up, like, like, the trust, like.
But, like, it's way different with math, like.
I think it's the same thing.
So, like, because with math, I've come to realize it's all practice. And then, like, with the homeworks, you're not going to do well on the test if you can't do it on the homework with no help.
Yeah.
Like, even though
Yeah, it is a little
tell me how to
different.
do it, like, I'm not just going to write down exactly what he said and then not worry about trying to do it. Like, I'd rather teach myself trying to learn a subject.
Yeah, but also, like, I don't know, like, if like, bringing up, like, the trust stuff, like if you told me something that, like like you told me what it's like to be, like, over 6 feet tall, like I don't have that lived experience, you know? I don't have that lived experience, so, like, yeah, like, I might as well trust you, like, but if it's, like, something that I don't think you're knowledgeable on, like, maybe I won't trust you on it.
Yeah, that's definitely reasonable.
Yeah, and it's, like, I'm not trying to offend you, but if you're offended, like, too bad, like, I'm not gonna, like, just pretend something is not what it is.
Yeah, I think that's natural. It's, like, natural to be curious about stuff that, or, like, want to know for sure about stuff that you're.
Yeah, I like to be in pursuit of the truth. Like, I want to be as close to what reality is as I can be.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's cool to hear that perspective. I honestly thought you might say it is annoying, because I thought that Jack is just one of the people that's, like, confident enough to, like, call it out, you know?
I feel like I'd rather you fact check me. Like,
Yeah,
because,
me too. That's how I feel.
If I'm wrong about something and I'm saying it confidently, like, I'd rather
Yeah.
know the truth.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. But, like, yeah, just to out Jack one more time, like, after we watched Interstellar, like, there was just, like, one, I don't even remember what the detail was, but, like, he was saying something about, like, something that happened in the movie, and so it's a movie that we both just watched, so, like, we should know just as well as each other, but we both had, like, a different, like, he thought this thing happened and I thought this thing happened, and he's like, getting all, like, like, we just watched it, and to me, like, when those type of, like, disagreements come up where you're just trying to figure something out, like, to me, it's it's actually fun, and like I'm more like laughing because I think it's so lighthearted, but I just feel like some people get very heated.
Yeah.
Okay, a few more random things. Apparently Tesla houses are going to be a thing that are like extremely portable and light and cheap and like electric and stuff, and I thought that sounded cool. I don't know if it's just a concept at the time or like at now, but it'll be cool in a year to see if Tesla houses are a thing. Also, I think there's Tesla robots, but also iX or 1X. I think it's called 1X. It's some other company. They're making humanoid robots that are gonna like do your chores, and like, let's say you go on vacation, like you could leave it at home. This probably wouldn't work for taking care of Monet, but like if you like forgot, if you like took the trash out, you could like take control of it, walk to the trash, like grab it, like do stuff remotely and stuff. Thought that was cool. And then this is just one thing I wrote down. This one guy on YouTube recreated a Star Wars scene, and I don't know, like people do that all the time, but it was like something that apparently took millions of dollars to make, and he made it look really good. And I just think it's like interesting how the world's changing, and like now there are YouTubers who are producing something such high quality that can't be done with traditional media for the same amount of money. Like Mr. Beast even, like he can stretch $5 million to do something that traditionally people in Hollywood would use like $50 million to do. Because he's just so efficient with it.
Yeah.
All right, I don't think I really have anything else. If you want to make any other predictions or say anything to anybody in the future, I say go for it. Or if you want to talk about anything else. If you want to rant, if there's anything that grinds your gears and you just want to get it out.
No. I mean, I could talk for all of eternity about chapstick, but there's not much else.
Is that honest? Oh, okay. But like, do you have any pet peeves?
Yes. Eating like eggs, but there's still shells like in it.
That's funny.
I can't do it.
That's pretty funny. No, but I feel like that's such a rare occasion for me, just because I don't eat like scrambled eggs very much. But I probably wouldn't be eating it if there's shells in it.
Yeah. One of the only ones I can think of.
And because I guess for me, like it's more so like things that people do. But I mean, you could have a pet peeve about anything.
That's the only one like I've definitely like in my mind like
Thought about.
that I've like thought about and then like I put it in my mind in case anyone ever asked me that. But and nothing else is. I'll probably think of something later.
Yeah, I have at least a few, but one of the main ones is micromanaging. It's just always been so annoying to me. Like in school, for example, give me a project. Like give me a project, you know? Like tell me what to do, but don't tell me how to do it. Like it's just so annoying. Like I like just getting it done on my own, in my own way. Like yeah. I feel like I had another, but I don't know.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
Do you have like a? I don't know.
Are you a big Stephen King fan?
Kinda. I haven't honestly read much of his stuff, but I read. You see the thick one, like on the left? Like, yeah, that one I read. I don't know if I've ever finished it. I've like restarted it so many times, but it's cool. It's it's 11/23/63 or something like that. Or wait, 22.
I don't know why I did that. I feel like I didn't intend it to like to be like that intense.
Like bringing your head forwards.
Yeah, like I just.
Also, it's funny, like with this camera angle, like it no matter how far away our legs are, it looks like they're like touching. So I was noticing that, like I was editing the podcast. Yeah, with my mom and like, yeah, just it
All
looks.
our legs are touching.
Yeah, and I'm like, it is what it is though. And okay, it was from.
Shout out to what's her name?
Do we know her in person?
Yeah.
Both of us?
Yeah.
When's the last time? Have we seen her in the last 6 months?
Yeah.
1 month.
Yeah.
1 week.
No.
2 weeks.
No.
3 weeks.
Probably. Maybe not. Definitely 4 weeks.
Is she our age?
Yeah.
She blonde.
Yeah.
What? She shorter than you.
Maybe like around my height or like a tiny bit shorter.
I'm honestly pretty stumped here.
Huh.
Wait, I mean, I saw one person. I don't even think you know I saw this person. And now that I think about it, that might have been more than 3 weeks ago. Barely.
Yeah, I think this was probably a little more than 3 weeks ago. Maybe.
Oh, is it the person that...
Yeah.
Shout out. That was so funny. I guess more accurately.
No, it was more like our professor was like, we're gonna be doing our critiques a little bit differently today. We're gonna be split up into smaller groups this time. And she was like,
But to the side.
oh, was it?
It was to the side. I think she was like... Because the wall is like slanted. I don't think she realized or something.
And then we both started laughing and then she like looked over at us.
We were trying so hard not to laugh, but yeah.
Did she look at us?
I was not looking at her, but I think she was like... That's funny.
Yeah, that was
That was-
funny.
I'm so grateful that we had that experience in that class. Like,
Yeah.
'cause that's the best when you're in school and you can't laugh and you just want to laugh.
Uh-huh.
Peak human experience.
What do you have a favorite class that we've been in together? I think probably been in like 5 at this point.
Like at UNM, you mean? Damn, that's a lot. Photography was probably one of the best. I feel like they were all fun.
Mm-hmm.
All the honors classes, and what else besides honors?
Well, there's been 3 honors classes.
Oh, wow.
And then Spanish.
Oh, Spanish. Spanish was my least favorite just because it was, like, I loved the people in it, but it was just like, to me, it was like a pressure box. Like, like I was just intimidated by having to speak Spanish.
Mm-hmm. I felt like that one.
And he would call on us like constantly.
That one I probably thought was like the funniest.
That was the-
laugh.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Um,
Shout out Lars. Hope you're doing good.
keeping the streets safe.
Yeah. All right, yeah, I'll let you in this one however you want.
All right.
Maybe like a 30-minute monologue.
Okay.
Just kidding. I don't care.
I think in the life. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. If you want to watch another video, there's one right there. Hopefully, there should be somebody's face on there. I don't know who it is yet. He might already know. He's going to reach out and he's going to get them on the show. And if it's just a picture of me or him or my sister or something, then you know that he failed. Hey, hey, hey.